Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with black privilege. And we're going to be talking about last week's episodes of Legend of Tomorrow. Sorry I'm a week late, but I was sick as hell all of last week and even half of the first half of this week. So I'm just now getting to this and actually making some newer videos and everything. And to get things started, in this episode, the Legends crew were pretty much, they weren't stranded, but they were stranded by way of information. They didn't know where to go. Their current information that they had wasn't up to date, so Rip couldn't figure out where Vandal Savage was located. He had a plan to go further back in time so he can keep the element of surprise, but Gideon's information, you know, every time they make a time jump, gets updated, and since he's a rogue time master, they cut off those updates, so he doesn't have current day information. So as they were trying to figure out what to do, they get a distress call from this other Wave Rider ship that's stranded out in space. So they go there and they figure, okay, well, they can either rescue the people that's on there, but what they really need is the current up-to-date information that they need to give Gideon so he can pinpoint Savage and things like that. So they split the team up. Rip and a couple of other people, they go on board the ship. They ended up getting captured by time pirates. They never really say where the time pirates came from. I think the other ship was just transporting them, and they somehow broke out, and I'm assuming they killed the crew, because the only person who was on the ship was the actual pirates and the ship's captain, and she was locked up in their brig. So then they got locked up in the brig when they got captured. The leader of the time pirates, they tried to force Ray Palmer and Hawk Girl and the people that were aboard the Wave Rider to basically, turn over their ship, and they were gonna take the ship and drop them off somewhere. But they didn't want to do that. Also, while they were figuring things out, Heatwave decided to jump ship and kind of work with the pirates and go against the team. I think that's a really big character point, because I'm assuming this is something that they're going to stretch out as the episodes go on in the series, only because it's kind of a way to build character, and I'm glad that they're doing that, because it drives a wedge between Heatwave and Captain Cold, and it definitely does keep that going. So he got the pirates aboard the Wave Rider, just going on the assumption that he just escaped from the pirates and was making his way back, and they try to take over the ship. Long fight ensues, and basically everybody gets ejected, from the ship by explosive decompression. They never did take the ship, excuse me, let me talk like I've actually been educated. And in doing so, Heatwave obviously got left behind. He was going to take the time drive and give it to the captain guy of the time pirates on board the other ship. Excuse me. And in doing so, he was going to get dropped off home and just say fuck Captain Cold, fuck the team, and everything like that. But things didn't play out that way. Captain Cold pretty much stopped them from beating down White Canary, and then that's when they got rid of all the pirates and everything like that. So they had to kind of deal with that at the end of the episode, because they was like, we can't keep him locked up, but at the same time we can't allow him to be a member of the team again. He can't have free reign of the ship. So at the end of the episode, it showed Captain Cold kind of taking him out somewhere out the pasture and putting him down. But I don't think that he killed him. To be honest, I really don't. I think it's going to be one of those things where they took him back home, and they made it look like Captain Cold, killed him with the freeze gun, which is incredibly inconsistent, mind you. One thing that always bugged me in the show is they show Heatwave's and Captain Cold's energy weapons as if they're projectile weapons. Like, they'll shoot people with them and they'll fly back. I'm like, hold on, you're burning them and freezing them, you know, subatomically. So it's like they shouldn't be flying back as if you shot them with a bullet, you know, or a beanbag shotgun or something. I mean, they're very inconsistent, because I know in the Flash, I mean, you know, they're burning and freezing stuff, but yet you bring them in this show and it's just like, you might as well give them regular guns. You know, they're not doing anything. And maybe, you know, maybe they don't have the budget that, let's say, Flash has, so they, you know, they can't do the special effects with the weapons. They're already doing well enough. You know, maybe they can't show them and, you know, do any more, but it just seems weird that they're using their weapons like that. But anyway, I personally don't think, like I said before, I personally don't think that Captain Cold killed Heatwave, because it would be incredibly stupid to kill off his character like that. I don't know what they're going to do. I really think that he took him back to Central City and they're just acting like this, and then in the next episode, you know, he's just going to be like, all right, look, we brought you back home, do what you do, you know, and let's say split up their, you know, duo dynamic, you know, let him do whatever he wants back home, since that's where he wants to go anyway, and can't have Captain Cold stay with the team and do what he do. Also, you had a lot of backstory as far as Rip's character, and I'm not gonna say why he got married, but you got some more backstory as far as his Time Master stuff, in regards to him not allowing to have a relationship, and they explain why. And he when he was going through what I assume was Time Master Academy or something, he got close to one of his other colleagues there, and he was smashing that until they both got caught. And the girl that he was hitting pretty much told them, I'll quit being a Time Master as long as you don't, you know, get rid of him, because they were going to get rid of both of them, but she convinced them not to, and she just got fired, and he couldn't understand why she did that for him and stuff. And she was saying it was because she loved him, and that he'll understand, you know, love's motivation when he, you know, falls in love with somebody. And so it kind of told you a little bit more of his backstory, and it kind of shows you why, you know, why he has his resolve with his wife and everything. So it builds character there. So far this episode was done pretty good. It did nothing to further the story with Savage. It did nothing to really change up the dynamic when it comes to the overall plot points of the show, but it kind of is a follow-up to the future episode where it deals with Captain Cold and Heatwave. So I'm extremely interested to see where that goes. But besides that, this could have been like a throwaway episode, you know, nothing serious ever happened, nothing was ever in jeopardy like that. So, but overall, I mean, I like the Captain Cold and Heatwave stuff personally. That's my favorite stuff to happen. So, all right, I'll probably be making another one of these videos tomorrow if the new episode comes on. Since I'm a week late, so I'm gonna try to knock that out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that, fellas. Anyways, my name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.